అది ఆడే దాంట్లోనే ఉంటుంది. టాపిక్ వచ్చేసి ఈరోజు ఎస్టర్డే క్లాస్లో మనం ఏం చెప్తున్నామంటే ప్రాపర్టీస్ అండ్ వాల్యూస్ అని చెప్పినాము. సో ఫాంట్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ చెప్పినాము. మనం డిస్కస్ చేసినాము ఆల్రెడీ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్స్ అండ్ కలర్ ప్రాపర్టీస్. ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఫాంట్ ప్రాపర్టీస్, సెకండ్ వన్ వచ్చేసి బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్స్ అండ్ కలర్ ప్రాపర్టీస్. టుడే టాపిక్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ టెక్స్ట్ ప్రాపర్టీస్. సో టెక్స్ట్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ లో మనకు టెక్స్ట్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ టెక్స్ట్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఉన్నాయి. టెక్స్ట్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ని మనం ఎలా యూజ్ చేయాలి, హెచ్టిఎంఎల్ అండ్ సిఎస్ఎస్ లో మనము టెక్స్ట్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ని ఎలా యూజ్ చేయాలి అని చెప్పేసి ఈరోజు చూద్దాం. ఓకే, సో టెక్స్ట్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఆర్ యూజ్ టు ఎఫెక్ట్ ద presentation, spacing and layout of text. So text properties used to affect the presentation, spacing and layout of text. The basic includes such as decoration, indentation, word spacing, letter spacing, spacing between lines, horizontal and vertical text alignment. So these are the basic properties. These are the basic properties such as, so the first one is decoration. So how to use decoration process in the CSS by using colors and different elements, and indentation and word spacing and letter spacing, spacing between lines, horizontal and vertical text alignment, horizontal and vertical text alignment. So this is about the text properties. The text decoration. So we can decorate the text by using none, or by using underline, overline, using, or by using line through, or blink text. So blinking of text. So these are the different text process, the text decoration process. So we can have none, we can have underline, we can have over, we can have line through, we can have the blinking of the text. So these are the different types of text decoration. Text decoration, we have a underline. So whenever we have a text, so we are going to underline that one, or we have overline that one, or line through. So I'm going to draw a line through for particular text, and it is going to blink text. Okay, so these are the different text decoration. So next one is about text transformation. Text transformation. So we can use none, or we can use uppercase letters, or we can use lower, or we can use capitalized letters. Okay, so text transformation, we going to transform the particular text. We are going to transform the particular text. So that is we can go through with uppercase and lowercase and capitalize the text. So that is about text transformation. Text transformation. So next one, text alignment. Text alignment. So text alignment is, so we can align the text either left, either right, either center, or we can justify the text. So these are the different text alignment process. Text alignment process, we have left, right, and center and justify. So these are the text alignment. So how we are going to align the text, either left, either right, or center, or justify the text. So these are the different elements that are present in the text alignment. So next one, text indentation. Text indentation. So what is the length of the text? What is the length of the text, or what is the percentage of the text? What is the percentage and what is the length of the text? Indentation is nothing but, so we are going to use the length or percentage, like the 50% or 60%. So like that, so we are going to use text indentation. In the text indentation, we have length or percentage. So next one is about line height. So in the line height also, so we are going to use length or percentage. So we are going to use length or percentage. The text indentation, length and percentage, and line height. So we are going to use length or percentage. So next one is about letter spacing. Letter spacing. So in the letter spacing, also we have length and percentage. Length and percentage. Letter spacing, also we have length and percentage. Next one, word spacing. So word spacing, length or percentage. So in the word spacing also we have a length or percentage of the percentage in the word spacing. So these are the different types of text properties. So by using text properties in the CSS, we are going to use some of the effect through the presentation, spacing and layout of the text. The basic properties includes such as decoration, indentation, word spacing, letter spacing, spacing between lines, horizontal and vertical text alignment. So these are the different types of text decorations. We can blink through, or we can draw a line through the text decoration. So in the text transformation, so we can use uppercase or lowercase or capitalize these text, and we can use the text alignment either left, right, or center, or justify. Text indentation and line height and line spacing and word spacing. These are the different types of text properties. These are the different types of text properties. So here is the example. So starting with the HTML tag, opening tag, and next one is head tag, and we are going to put the title as text properties, and we are going to close the title tag. And here we have a style through the text properties. We are going to use some styles to the text properties. So in the style, we are going to type either it is a text or CSS, text or CSS. So first one, so we have a text decoration. Text decoration, that is overline. Next, text transformation, that is in the form of uppercase, and text alignment is left. So like this, so we are going to use the HTML starting tag and starting the head tag. In the head itself, we are going to declare the title and the style of the CSS. The title is about text properties and the style type is about we are going to use the text properties. So like the text or CSS. So here we have some text properties like this. They are text decoration, so that is overline, text transformation, that is in the uppercase, text alignment, so that is in the left, and text indentation, so that is 12 pixel, uh, that is 12 pixel. So here we are going to end the style and we are going to close the head. We are going to close the head and we are going to start the body. In this body, so we are going to use the hyperlink reference, so that is my css.html, my css.html, that is the file name we are going to use in the hyperlink reference my css.html. So this is about all the path. So it is stored in the D and CSS demo file and my css.html. So this is the file name you are going to use for the my CSS as a file name. So this hypertext has text properties. So it is an Angular uh, anchor tag. Anchor tag. So we are going to use in the starting itself. So we have used the anchor tag, that is A. So in this anchor tag, we declared all these text decoration, transformation, and text alignments and text indentation. And we are going to end the style, and we are going to end the head, and we are going to start the body. So in this body, so we are going to put my css.html file. So this is all the path that is going to have the hyperlink reference. This hypertext has text properties. So we are going to close the anchor tag and the body tag and the HTML tag. So this is about this program and how we are going to use the styles in the text properties. So we have the text properties to present and spacing and layout of the text. So it is used different types of text properties to have a decoration and transformation and letter spacing, horizontal or vertical alignment text. So here we have text decoration. In the text decoration, we have underline, overline, line through, and blink. In text transformation, we have uppercase, lowercase, and capitalize. In the text alignment, we have left, right, center, and justify. In the text indentation, so we have the length or percentage, line height. So we have length and percentage. So like this, in the letter spacing also and the word spacing also, we have the length or percentage. So we can have the example here. In this, we are going to use an anchor tag in the style. By using the anchor tag, so we have provided all the text properties here. After this, so we have a link that my css.html, that is the link for the HTML file, href hyperlink reference. So we are going to use an anchor tag. So by using anchor tag, so we are going to use my css.html. This hypertext has the text properties. So this about text properties. So remember these all things: text decoration, text transformation, text alignment, text indentation, and line height, letter spacing, word spacing. So You need to remember all these text properties. So because we are going to use different types of properties under these text properties, so we need to remember all these properties. So next one is about box properties. Box properties. So here, whenever we have a cell, so whenever we have a cell, so we are going to consider it as a box. So here the box properties. How we are going to define a box properties. All HTML elements considered as a boxes. So whatever the HTML elements, so whether it may be uh, headings, or whether it may be a paragraphs, or whether it may be a different types of ID or class elements that are going to present in the HTML. So all considered as boxes. So all considered as boxes. So in these boxes, so we have to represent the CSS form. The term box model is used when talking about design and layout. So here mainly we discuss about a design. So how to design and what is the layout. So by using the CSS, how to have a designing and layout process. How to have a designing and layout process. So the CSS box model is essentially a box that wraps around every HTML element. So the CSS elements, so whatever the CSS elements that are wraps around every HTML element. So it may be appeared in the every HTML element. So whether we are going to use the heading, or whether we are going to use the paragraph. So in every of the HTML elements, the CSS box model is essentially appeared. Okay, so it consists of, so remember these things. So first one is margins, and second one is borders, and next one is padding, and the actual content is the box. So this is about the total design and layout. Design and layout. We are going CSS. So it is the so first of all we are going to cut in. We are going to consider margin. So first of all we are going to consider the margins. Okay, so that is top margin and the bottom and left and right. So first one is in the dotted lines. We are going to see this box model. So in this box model, we have a dotted lines. In these dotted lines, we have an arrow mark like this: margin top, margin bottom, and margin right, margin left. So this is about the box. So from the starting itself, so by using the dotted lines, so we are going to see the margin top, left, bottom, and right. Okay, so that is the margin. First outlook. So in the outlook, so first of all we are going to see the margin of that one, either top, bottom, left, right margin. For example, in the word also we are going to see the left margin and right margin and top and bottom. So we are going to set like that. So here also in this box model, by using HTML and CSS box model, so here also we have a margins, that margin top, margin bottom, left and right. So this is the outline. So next one is border. Next one is border. So first one is margin and the next one is border. So border top, border bottom, border left and border right. So this is the border. So first one is margin and the second one is the border. And next one is the padding. So padding top, bottom, left and right. And last one is the content area. where we are going to present either HTML elements or CSS elements. HTML elements or CSS elements, like height and width of the actual content. So whatever the content or elements, HTML elements we are going to present, the actual content is present in this height and width. So here we need to select the height and width of the content area. So we are going to select the height and width of the content, particular content area. So in this content area only, that is going to appear on the web page. So whatever the web page we are going to design, so the web page is going to appear this particular content. Whatever the content that are going to have height and width, the content area only represent on the particular web page. So we are going to create web pages by using these HTML and CSS. So the content, particular content that may be appeared in the web page is the content area. So here we have the height and width. Here we have a height and width. So this is about the box model. In the box model, so first of all we have a dotted line, so that is called as a margin, and next one is the border, and next one is the padding. So last one is the content area. Actual content is appeared in this. So the actual content in the web browser, by using web browser, in the web page also we appear the content area, whatever the content area we are seeing here. So here we can use some CSS and HTML. Total so here margin. So margin we can have a length, or we can have automatic process, that 1 comma 4. And next one is about border width. Border width, that is we can have a thin or a thick line, thin line or thick line, or a medium or length 1 comma 4. And also the third one, padding also. So we have length and percentage, that is 1 comma 4. So it is clear that first of all we need to set the margin, and next one is border, and next one is length. So length of the padding. So like this, so we have the three elements. We have the three elements: margin, borders, and padding. All HTML elements, all the HTML elements may be considered in the boxes. In the CSS, the term box model is used when talking about design and layout. The CSS box model is essentially a box that wraps around every HTML. So it consists of margins, borders, padding, and actual content. So this is the box model. So we have a margin, we have a border, and we have a padding, length or percentage. So and the actual content that is going to present in the particular box. Okay. So these are the different elements: margin, border width, and padding. So these are the different elements that are going to present in the box model. So for example, in the cell, so we have a worksheet, so we come across a cell like that. So we have a in the cell, so we can use uh, the cell padding like that, cell padding the height and width. So like this, that is the example. Cell padding means nothing but, so we can have the height and width of the cell, particular cell in the worksheets. So we have a height and width of the particular cell, height and width of a particular cell. Height and width of a particular cell. Like this, the padding may be observed. Height and width of the cell padding. So like this, the padding may be observed. So we are going to set the margin, we are going to set the border, and we are going to set the padding, either percentage or the length. The cell padding is nothing but, for example, in the worksheets, so we have a cell, particular cell. So we have the cell height and width of the cell. So we can increase the height and width of the cell like that. So here also the box model also we can set the height and width of the cell, height and width of the cell. So padding means padding clears an area around the content. The padding clears an area around the content. The padding is transparent border. Padding is a transparent border, a border that goes around the padding and content. So a particular border that is going to around the padding and the content. So padding means clears an area around the content. Clears an area around the content. The padding is a transparent border, a border that goes around the padding and the content. Margin means so clears an area outside the border. The margin is transparent. The margin is transparent. So like this, so we have the padding and border and margin. So these are the three elements that is present in a box model. That is present in a box model. So for example, so we have a border color value that is 1 comma 4 in a curly bracket, or we can use the border style, either dotted or a solid line, dotted line or a solid line, or a double line, groove ridge. So that is maybe 1 comma 4 in the flower brackets. We can use some styles, or we can use a border colors. So we can use a style and colors. So like this. So this sets the color of the border around the element. So whenever we are going to use the color value, so 1 comma 4. So this sets the color of the border around the element. It is going to set the color of the border around the element. So up to 4 different colors can be specified. So 1 comma 4 means, so we can specify up to 4 colors can be specified. 4 different colors can be specified. They are applied to the borders in the same order as margins. So whatever the colors we are going to use, okay, so that is all to be applied to the borders in the same as the margins. So wherever we are going to borders and margins, so we can apply the same terms on borders also. So each edge of the border can have a different style. So each edge of the border can have a different style. So we have a dotted lines or we have a solid line, or we have a double line, or we have a groove width. So different types of border style. So by using border style, so we can different types of color and different styles by using the border style. So here the width and height. So we discussed up to we discussed about so what is the padding, and how we are going to represent the padding, either length or percentage, and we are going to represent the border width, whether it may be thick, thin, or medium lengths, and margin also. So we have a percentage and a length we can declare by using the percentage or length. So these are the three we discussed here. So, and also the border colors, and also the border styles, border colors and border styles. These all consider the color of the border that may be applied to the borders, and also as well as the margins of the margins for the box model, margins for the box model. So last one, that is the content area, the content area. So how we are going to represent the content? The content is represented in the HTML web page. Whatever the content we are going to use in the content area, that is going to represented in the web page. Web page that's going to be represented in web page. So here, the first of all, we need to set the width and the height of the web page. So width and height of the web page. So what is the width and height? So we can represent width either length by using length, or by using a percentage, or by using a auto, or in the height also. So we can use the length and auto. So these are the different elements we come across in the box properties. In HTML and CSS box model, so we have the margins, and we have the borders, and we have the padding and width and a height. So that is going to represent the content area. So how we are going to represent a margin means by using length, percentage, or and border width means, so like thin, thick, and padding means length or percentage. So, and also we can use the border color and border styles, different styles we have. So, and width and height also we can represent in lengths, or it may be art. So like this. So here is the example program. So we can consider for the box model, any block level element given a specific width and height. So for so we are going to declare the document type HTML. So HTML tag opening tag, and head is opening tag, and the style is the opening tag. So here we are going to use the division. In this division, we are going to use the brackets. We width 320 pixels, and padding is 10 pixel, and border is 5 pixel, that is solid. So we can use a dotted or double lines, solid gray, and margin is 0, and margin is 0, and we are going to close the curly brackets and also style. So these all going to be declared in the head section. So we can use the title also. So the title is about the box model. Box model title is about the box model. So we can use the title also. So by ending the style and by ending the head tag, so we can use them to represent the actual content that may be appeared in the web page. Whatever the content that is going to appear on the web page, so we can represent in the body tags. So that is H2 heading 2. So calculate the total width. Calculate the total width. So image. So we are going to use one of the image. So that is in the JPG format. Image, already you know the image, how to represent an image in the HTML page, web page. So image source equal to, so whatever the file name, so the image has the JPG file is, and we are going to represent the width and the height of that one, and alternately we are going to use the name, so that is alternate. And in the division process, the picture above is 350 pixel wide. The total width of this element is also 350 pixel. So like this, so we are going to use the division. So in the style, we are going to use the division width, that is 320 pixel, and padding is 10 pixel, border is 5 pixel solid gray, and margin is 0. So here, wherever we are going to use the division, the all we represented in division process, width and padding and border and margin. So all these are going to be applied to the division. So here we have used the division process. The picture above is 350 pixel wide. So like this. So this is all going to the above mentioned style. So though we have represented the style in the head section, represented the style in the head section, that is division, width, padding, border and margin. So all are going to apply for this particular division process. Okay, so in the body we have used the division, the total width and padding and border all are appeared for this division process, and we are going to close the body and we are going to close the HTML tags. Okay, so like this, so we have discussed in this process the box model, box properties or box model. So in this class, the text proper and the box properties, the two elements have been discussed, the text properties and the box properties. In this class, the next class we discuss about units and URLs and different properties of CSS. Thank you.
హలో హలో హలో
హలో లక్కీ స్పీకింగ్. హలో లక్కీ స్పీకింగ్. बोलो.
హలో ప్లీజ్ రెస్పాండ్ మీ. హలో
హలో హలో
ఏం చేస్తున్నారు?
వినిపిస్తుందిరా.
ఏం చేస్తున్నారు?
చదువుకుంటున్నా.
ఒకడేనా లైన్ లోకి వచ్చేది?
చాలా రోజులు వచ్చాడు వాడు. నవీన్ గారు చూడలే. కాలేజీలో ఉన్నట్టున్నాడు వాడు. అమ్మా ఓకే ఓకే.
మైక్ ఆన్ చేయమని చెప్పండి.
హాయ్ అందరు బాగున్నారా? హలో
హలో అంజీ.
మైక్ ఆన్ కావట్లేదు. అందరు బాగా చదువుకోండి.
క్లాస్ టాపర్ చెప్తాను ఏంటండి? హలో నవీన్ 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 శివ ఆంజనేయులు. హలో నేను వీడియో చేసాడు. ఎవరైనా జాయిన్ అయినా నవీన్ ఆంజనేయులు. అనిల్ శివ ఆంజనేయులు చంద్రశేఖర్ ఎవరు లేరు లేక మైక్ అప్పుడు వీలుగా రానియండి. మైక్ లాంజ్ చేయండి.
చెప్పురా మామ.
మళ్ళీ పోతానండి.
సరే సరే చూడండి మామ. ఉన్నారా? బాగున్నారా? బాగున్నారా అందరూ? వీడియో ఆన్ చేసినాను మామ.
ఇంకా మీరు చందు అనేది ఎవరు చేయలేదు. ఇంకా నవీన్ గారు అనేది
ఏమో క్లాస్ మొత్తం నువ్వే వినేస్తున్నావు. మొత్తము క్లాస్ మొత్తం నువ్వే వినేస్తున్నావు.
నేనేం వింటాను?
నువ్వే వింటున్నావు. కాలేజీకి రా అంటే రారు. కాలేజీకి రాను అంటే రారు. చెప్పురా.
ఏమని క్లాస్ వింటున్నావా లేదా?
లేదు లేదు.
ఆఫ్లైన్ అంటారు, ఆన్లైన్ అంటారు, ఏమంటా? హలో అంజీ. అంజీ శివ అంజీ నవీన్ చంద్రశేఖర్ రిప్లై అయ్యా? మైక్ టెస్టింగ్ 1 2 3 1 2 3. హలో గూగుల్ లేకుండా నేను పోతాను ఇంకా అర్జెంట్ పెట్టా మరి రెండు ఉన్నాయన్నా ఒకటే ఉండేది జీ నెంబర్ అది కానీ పడింటన్నా వెయిటింగ్ రాలేదు